Hello guys, Anmarchi here with some Battlefield 4 on the Xbox One. That's right, I'm playing Battlefield 4. This is my second game of multiplayer. This is literally the second time that I've started up the game and went to multiplayer. The second time ever in the history of my Battlefield 4 life. So cut me some slack if I make any newbie mistakes. I've never played this map. Like I said, it's my second game. But I think I end up doing alright. I'm new to Battlefield. I played a little bit of Battlefield 3, a little bit of Bad Company 2, a little bit more of 3, very little bit of Bad Company 2, and 4 I'm really liking. But that's for a different time. Today I want to talk about the Xbox One. So today is the day after Christmas. It's Boxing Day. It is December 26th, and I was lucky enough, my family was generous enough to get me an Xbox One for Christmas. I really like the Xbox One from what I've played of it thus far. I know that still is, has been, and will continue to be a raging console war over which is better. Xbox One, PS4, of course. And I'm not here to bag on the PS4. I can't say I've never played it myself. I've only heard about it. But I can say that I really like the Xbox One. It's important to note that I've only played on the Xbox One about an hour and a half of Battlefield 4 campaign, 30 minutes of Battlefield 4, and about 30 minutes of Madden 25. And that I upgraded from what was probably a first or second generation Xbox to the Xbox One, so it was quite the upgrade. I didn't expect much going from the 360 to the One. I expected very slight improvements because Xbox has been avidly improving the Xbox 360 since its release. They've been constantly working on it, adding to it, changing the dashboard and all that. So I expected the Xbox One to look very similar to the 360. But that is not the case at all. The dashboard itself is completely different. Completely redesigned. It's very easy to maneuver, very easy to use, and it's interesting. You can add apps and stuff like that. A lot of stuff is similar to the Xbox 360 dashboard, but it's new, and that's interesting. But I'm not here to talk about the dashboard the whole time. I really like the voice control on the Xbox One and the Kinect. I was personally against the Kinect. I thought that it should have been an optional add-on, but I really like it, and I don't think I would have got the add-on if it was optional, so I'm kind of glad that Microsoft forced me into it. It's like one of those things where someone forces you to go out to dinner and you really don't want to go, but then you go and you're like, oh, this is so tasty and so delicious, I'm glad that I came. And that's exactly how I feel about the Kinect. It's tasty and delicious. People were worried that the Kinect would be spying on you. My Kinect is behind my TV. It's literally behind it. It cannot see me. If I turn it on, it just kind of sees a really poorly lit image of the back of my TV. But the voice control works amazing. Like right now, I'll say, Xbox, go home. And the Xbox went home. Just because, even though I've been talking for 4 or 5 minutes now, it waits for you to say, Xbox, go home. And then it'll go home. It's already home, so it didn't do anything. And then you say stop listening. But there's more than just Xbox go home. There's Xbox go to Battlefield 4, Xbox go to Madden 25, and of course my Xbox is zooming around now, confused as hell because I'm saying all this. But Xbox turn off, Xbox turn on, all this. No. My voice stop listening. My voice control picked me up, and so it started doing all those things that I said. So I had to say stop listening. The voice control is so much better than I thought it would be. Like, it picks you up when you start mumbling and stuff like that. And at first, when I first heard of voice control, not just for the Xbox, but voice control in general, voice to text, that whole thing, when I first heard of that, I thought that it was stupid. It was like a gimmick, okay? I thought that it was rather gimmicky and kind of stupid, but it's not. It's amazing, okay? It is a hands-free way to work your Xbox, exactly what it should be. But then moving on, the user interface I feel is much better for this Xbox, from things like the dashboard to the voice control and whatnot. As far as the controller, I plan to pick up some sort of modded controller, a scuff or something, when they're available. But on the 360, I only used the default controller. Okay, I had 3 of them, and I feel that the upgrade to this one is slight. Okay, I'll say that the controller is not the most impressive part of this Xbox. The bumpers themselves I don't really like, because I feel like you have to hit it in kind of the right spot. You can't, where my fingers naturally rest, if I hit it, it doesn't always work 100% of the time. But that's a small thing. The thumbsticks are a little bit smaller, but they're grippier, if grippier is even a word. The controller itself is a little bit grippier too. I like the change in the D-pad to the click D-pad. I like the button keys seem more responsive. It seems like a better controller overall. Just the bumpers I'm having a little bit of a problem with, and the triggers I guess are alright. The controller was kind of designed more to the way your fingers rest on it. It kind of like your fingers rest on the grooves of the controller. Alright. Also, it seems that games run nicer. I can't say for sure because I've only played 2, but I'd play Skyrim and like I'd run a little bit and there'd be like a lag spike or a long load screen or something like that. That would happen in Skyrim, among other games. It seemed like things took longer to load, and that's to be expected with any hardware upgrade. Things are going to run nicer. I haven't played Battlefield 4 on 360 or Madden 25, any of the two games I have played on Xbox One. I have not played on 360, but I have seen side-by-side pictures of games that run on both consoles, and it seems that anyone that saw the pictures would say, wow, that looks a lot nicer on Xbox One. Not to say it doesn't look nicer on the PS4. Again, this is not a comparison video because I've only used one, alright? Also, the Xbox One is so much quieter. There's a really long install time, which is kind of a negative, but that install time, I believe, makes it so that you don't have to run the disc as much. If you have a 360 now, you'll notice that when the disc runs, it's really loud. It's like clanking around in there like you just put a bucket of nails into a dishwasher, alright? Or a washing machine. You know, it's like clank, 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 clank. But I didn't notice that. I felt like it was much quieter on the Xbox One, even when there's a disc in there, because I have one game that I downloaded and one game that I have a disc for. Also, it's quieter. The hard drive is much bigger. You know, I had a 60 gig hard drive on the 360. There's a 500 gigabyte one on here, but there is a big install with each game, so those trade off. And there's a built-in Wi-Fi scanner. So I know that the later generations of the Xbox 360 had a built-in Wi-Fi scanner, but I got my 360 for like, what was it, $300 in the store when it was relatively new. I think I had like second generation, first generation, somewhere right there, and I had to drop another 100 on a Wi-Fi scanner, and that was just absurd. Okay, that was insane. I know the later generations of 360, and you know, you expect it to be on everything you buy now, a built-in Wi-Fi scanner, but it wasn't on the early 360s. So thank you for watching a quick Xbox One review thing type. What is it? See you guys later.